Do you ever feel nostalgic for all the games you played as a kid? Or rather, you love the characters you made in them and still play to this day? Well, that's Animal Jam for me. Over the decades that I've played, I've created a small number of characters in it, you know, just a little bit over 400 animals, a little bit. The power of getting a membership is a curse, I swear. Anyway, today I'll be showing you two of them that I will be turning into actual characters, so they're not just Animal Jam animals. I'm Lori, by the way. I would love to hear about your own favorite characters you turned into actual characters, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm new to this. Stick around if you want this mess. First up, we got a fennec fox called Broby, or BB for short. He's a fun little bee-themed drummer. His band consists of a few different species, but his best friend is a direwolf called Maddie, or Mad Gold for the stage name. They are the fun part of the group, obviously. Anyway, they're low-key kinda inspired by Beast Boy from Teen Titans and Wally West from Young Justice, which I may have been rewatching at the time of making them. I love the rocker hair and the jelly tail. I've used them for many of my animals with all different color variants and such. And honestly, they're some of the probably most used items for any character I have with green, because it's just an auto match. Well, actually the rocker hair has multiple colors, so I use those too. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you about this great underrated item called the Silk Scarf you can find at the Gem Mart for price on the screen right now. I bought it only for BB's look at first, but I ended up getting more of the colors and variants later because it's just so good, honestly, for a basically free item in the shop. Like, come on. Very underrated. I wanted to keep his original design, yet still give him a little more of a distinct look. Like, yes, you can recognize his face from an Animal Jam, like, obviously, the items are all there, more or less. But I don't know, I wanted to keep the AJ vibe to it, you know? Something like that. Like, obviously you can tell it's from the game if you've played it, but if you haven't, I think he kinda blends in with, I don't know, normal characters. You tell me if you don't know what Animal Jam is. I would actually love to see what you think. I thought about how I wanted to redesign him for a bit, and came to the conclusion that I'll turn him into an anthropomorphic character. Or well, anthro character. Rather than the feral one, because, I don't know, he is like super cute on Animal Jam, but like, I feel like he's more of a vibe as a anthro one. Don't know, it just felt right for his personality and such. Well, I might have said a few trigger words there for the AJ community, but you know, I'm talking about characters, not the game. Leave feral is dead. Anyway, if you don't know what anthro and feral refer to, basically, feral characters are the ones walking four legs, like in the game. I don't know, like your cat, your dog, like that, but a bit more sentient. You know, like cartoons. Though, anthropomorphic characters are more like ones from fables, walking and talking on two legs, like humans. For example, think of Kovu and Nick Wilde. Sentient, but different worlds. One is on four legs, one is on two. They are just like another cartoon character you've probably seen growing up. I just realized this is kinda how you explain furry characters to people. Well, disclaimer, I guess. I'm not part of the furry community, but I do art for them. They have some great characters, actually. Love that. Have some great friends from the community, too. While the whole bee thing is supposed to be, like, a look for a stage, I think BB grew, like, I don't know, he kinda adapted it into his regular look and just wears it constantly now. Probably has, like, you know, 10 pairs of those. Maybe he changes the pants, but the shirt stays on. Also, why do you, like, rarely see whiskers on characters, like, that are animals? Like, oh my god, I just realized my freaking Vtuber doesn't have whiskers. I forgot. Like, I tried to add them to art and stuff, but half the time I forget. Sad. No. Oh well, we can imagine they're there. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, mustache. Next up is a skunk. Well, more of a jack-o'-lantern named Vatra. It means fire and creation. Honestly, I love the haunted mask. It's such a good look, whatever you make with it, because, oh, like, I don't know, just a face? I don't know, it just gives you a different type of character for it. I actually found out there's 2 different kinds right now of them. Like, there's like a delightful one and, I don't know, a spooky one, something like that. Like, one is like light turquoise, another is gray, I think. I just can't stop thinking about making Vatra some brothers and her sisters, I don't know, siblings. But like, I haven't played AJ in a bit, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'll be playing for a membership again. I mean, I used to pay with Sapphires because it did like art commissions and masterpieces and such, but I don't know, most of the community moved on to play Wild, and I don't necessarily enjoy it as much as the regular game. You know, it's called AJ Classic now, but it will always be Animal Jam for me. Also, the homemade wings, also from the Gem Mart, believe it or not. Like, honestly, they look so much better than like half of the wings you can get in the game. They just, I don't know, I don't know. It's the kind of like homemade kind of thing that Animal Jam loves to like. I don't know, Animal Jam is so good at like displaying homemade things, like the whole I forgot what the the monkey. I forgot what his seasonal adventure thing is, but like when you make bamboo wings and stuff like that there, oh, they're so good. I love stuff like that. I hope we get more of that in the future. They look so awesome. Back to Watra. I wanted him to be more haunted. And came to like an idea to turn him into a scarecrow with a bit more chaotic energy and a revengeful story. Something like that. Like, you don't really know what he's up to until he is. A nature spirit possessed the scarecrow, turning it alive and the inside into a golden nectar that could heal the nature on its own. Well, I don't know. Their purpose? Heal the lands the phantoms have destroyed. Current quest though? Probably a hit on the farmer that hung them in the freaking field. Oh boy, I don't want to know what they'll do to them when they find them. I mean, imagine being hung in a freaking field all day in the sun and the bird and bleh. The firetail was kinda... The firetail is kinda a bonus, I would say. Like, I didn't want a skunk tail because they're not really a skunk anymore. And, I don't know. I didn't want it to be fluffy, so it could match the scarecrow because, you know, it's stuffed clothes usually. And so, I came to this conclusion. I was like, maybe fire, you know, because fire, after all, is fire not life? metaphorically, something like that, you know? You get, you know. Because they are fireproof, they can't set themselves on fire, but, the field they're in, maybe, probably not so fireproof. I honestly love how they turned out, like, stitches are, like, so little and, well, subtle? Are they so? I don't, unsure about that one. But it's such a cool effect, like, overall, and I love how it turned out. Probably one of my favorite pieces I did this year. The tail actually reminds me of Cyndaquil. Oh, well, more like Quilava. Anyway, Gemma's probably gonna have a menace running around for a bit, so I didn't shade much or put a lot of detail around, because I wanted the pieces to be more character focused, the character design, so people can draw them later. And not have to, like, beg me for the colors, because it's shaded into oblivion. So, only simple shading for these. I don't know how long this is going to take, but basically, BP took me 3 hours, and Vatra 2. I'm gonna edit this so good. You guys have no idea. Well, you have idea if you're seeing this. I decided that this bit is so good that it's worthy of YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. Help. I've been slowly redesigning many of my older characters, so I thought it would be fun to make a speed paint out of some of them. And then was like, okay, so we can make a speed paint, and like, what if I write a script and like give some context, talk about the characters? And I was like, oh heck, well that seems kind of basic these days. Let's just I don't know, let's make a Vtuber. And then I spent 3 days on it, and then I kind of scrapped that whole thing because the program I was using, I don't know, needed physics, and I suck at physics, and I could not figure it out even with like 10 tutorials I watched. And you know, I just went back to a simpler program, and now we're here. Took like 2 hours, not even 1 hour I think, to set up everything. And I even added my little firefly. Oh, look at her, she's so cute. Anyway, I don't know if I'll make another video like this. Maybe I will. I don't know, you let me know. Perhaps you like this kind of stuff. Maybe stay around. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. Did the button go rainbow? I don't know. I mean, you better subscribe. You know, the bell. You should hit the bell. Or maybe, you just might have a visitor tonight.